So as a point of reference before I do this, you may notice that both of these files have a lot more time on them. Uh, despite what I thought, actually pretty successfully got through on my like third Steelheart run for Steel Soul 100%. Um, that is not impressive because I am perfectly okay with quitting out to not die in a moment. But you know, it's a little bit more than anything else. Oh, I do. I'm sorry about this, buddy. Goodbye. Probably almost wants to. Yeah, you know what? Take a moment. So, soft reset to this beginning here. I'm just going to cut out that first part with that person. Uh, I did like an hour and a half of grinding on this, give or take. It might have been a little like an hour or so. I think it was 9 something before I did this. Um, you may notice that Hornet has a fair bit of cache in that now. But I've been playing a lot in this file, which I think I showed off last time when I was starting. I had done most of these, except for this Steel Soul ones at the end. I've done those now. Not impressive. I would quit out to not lose the run. But anyways, let's load up early. We're at the halfway home. So, at this point, I could actually go to Act 2 of the game. Grab the early bugs. Also, wow, that bot was fast. Oh yeah, that was within like the first 20 seconds. Hey, Captain. That right there is where we would go to start Act 2. That's the front door, which we can go through now. But there is a back door you can do as well. Insert jokes here. So we'll go do that real fast. I also did some grinding, which I already noticed that earlier. Um, yes. But whole joke, yes. I got some extra rosaries, so we have a little bit in the bank on us. And we have about 1863, so, you know, middle of the Civil War amount of rosaries on us right now. Nothing too special. I also actually did some journal grinding. So let's go over these entries that I did both of them, because otherwise it's a lot to do at the end. And I suggest, like, for the most part, you should do these as you're in the act for them. Usually it's more annoying to wait till later. So let's see. Skull boot. Soft bug beneath a huge horned skull. Charges at intruders to protect its territory and its smaller companions. Either its size has made it fearless, or the haunting has removed its sense of self-preservation. Then we have Pilgrim Guide. I should have done these in order, but I didn't. Old Pilgrim carrying a heavy iron bell staff. The large bell seems to signify them as once leader of a climbing troop, although the haunting has erased that former authority. Overgrown Pilgrim, which is you? No, that's the Pouncer. Overgrown is not that far. Oh, no, that's Pilgrim Hiker. Oh, aged pilgrim, overgrown with lichen and moss. The moss looks to grow even inside their stomach, which the pilgrim spits at foes in compressed gobs, a foul form of offense. A pilgrim groveler, meanwhile, is you. Basic bug of Farloom, laid low upon the ground. Taken by Farloom's haunting, the bug is now capable of little more than prayer and aggression. Horned pilgrim is not you, it is you. Wait, no. Oh, I put Horn Pilgrim when I meant to put Pilgrim Hornfly. Yeah, okay. Pilgrim Hornfly, short pilgrim that uses their long horn to launch upon threats. Birth equipped this one well. In its assault, it becomes its own projectile. Pilgrim Hulk, meanwhile, is this guy. Pilgrim Hulk. Sturdy bug lost to the haunting. Rolls at threats with no care for its own discomfort. A rare-built bug within these ailing lands. Most pilgrim shells seem small by comparison. What nourishment did they discover to grow so large? Oh yeah, and then I did the craws, which are always having to do the craws for the journal has consistently been one of the biggest pains. We already did the regular craw, but the ones I didn't do on stream were tall craw, rag-winged adult craw bug bearing a scavenged pin, far more hostile than their younger companions, but seemingly less likely to roam far from their nest. And the squat craw, stout adult craw bug bearing several short pins. A cowardly sort. They will try to remain at range to throw their sharp weapons. Best to rush them down and cut quick. Alright, then we have a brush flit. Actually, brush flits are above here, aren't they? Brush flit. Tiny, timid creatures that huddle in flocks and flee at the first hint of danger. They call out to warn their fellows at the small sense of threat. A successful hunt here means staying silent and hidden right up until the decisive strike. Yo, hey Donnie. I did some grinding for journal entries, so I'm just running through those real quick. But welcome to Silksong. Hope you're doing alright. Flapping furted would be further down. We need to get to the Farfield section, which is actually higher up. That's above? No, it's right here. I'm so blind. Docile bug whose wings mimic the grasses of the far fields, a common snack for larger predators. When roosting, it would look convincingly plant-like. In flight, its bulbous body quickly ruins the ruse. Okay, oh, the Hoger. Where the heck is the... I guess you're further down? No, it must be zoomed in a way that I'm not noticing here. Also, a fair amount of these I've actually gone, like, lower when they're close, so they should proc easier when we get there. Am I... Pond Skipper? Hoker's not going to be here. Oh, yeah. Okay. The firms are going to be important because that gives us the important Hornet lore. Oh, wait. Here? Ah, Hoker. Spine-shooting drifter of the lowlands. Whatever admiration I had for its fleecy down is spoiled by its disturbing mask and its steely spines. Alright. Now, unfortunately, beware the word fluff, because I think fluffy is a word I have as a banned word because of a really old joke from way back in the old days of early Zool. This is where we see the first sign. These journal entries from Hornet give us little hints as to her, because a lot of her personality we already know. Like a strong sense of independence, an appreciation for the act of hunting, all that stuff. Pretty obvious stuff we can already get from the first game. Turns out, Hornet likes fluffy or furry things. We're going to see more of this later, too. Okay, now I need to go to Scarlid, which is one of the little ant guys. Small burrowing ant, servant to the larger Scar. These bugs work mainly as finders and foragers for the warriors of their tribe. Combat has not long been their nature. Then Pond Skipper, which is right up here. Hard-shelled insect common among the surface of Shellwood Pond, once a staple food for passing pilgrims. The way they skate along the water's surface is so elegant. Surely it is a skill that can be learned? When time permits, I should attempt the task. Interesting. This is not a mechanic at all in the game, but maybe it's something they'll think of in the future. Or having the ability to run across water. I don't know. Pond catcher. Old catcher over Shellwood Pond, bearing a long pin and stricken by the haunting. Once a hunter purely for food, now they hunt unthinking and unending. Shellwood gnat, Tiny, soft creature that armors itself using the hard, hollow growths of shellwood. If the woody hide is shattered, the bug will still bravely, foolishly try to attack. Splinter. Insect form to imitate a branch, capable of remaining perfectly still for long periods, but unexpectedly swift when roused. Avoiding their ambush is a good test of my senses, and my ability to rapidly retaliate. Splinter horn. Insect formed to imitate a branch, born with sharp, retractable horns atop its head. Its shell gives it the advantage of surprise, but also forces it into a slender, brittle shape that cannot withstand a heavy attack. She says as if she has them. I mean, she has some. Splinter bark. Winged insect with a flaky shell that perfectly mimics its environment. Its assault, like a young bug's toy turned deadly. Could I, in time, fashion a spinning tool to match? We'll come back to this later. Hornet. Fascia. Drifting bug disguised as a flower. Disperses crackling clouds of pollen if threatened. Quite a beautiful creature. In my own kingdom's court, it would have been highly favored as an ornamental pet. Polenica. Floral foe that reacts instinctively to movement nearby, spits pellets of crackling pollen that burst on impact. What exceptional senses it possesses! It detects me with ease, even when not a single sound is made. Almost as if video games. Agalia. Floral foe with a core shaped to mimic a mask. The core can be thrust forth to bludgeon unwary bugs. The false mask alone is frightening enough to scare away smaller pests. And speaking of hornet-liking furry things, Firm. Burrower that nests in the bell vein and seeks out hard bells to protect its soft body. I would very much like to feel their soft fur, if only they weren't so hostile. Winged Firm. Furred bug beneath a heavy bell. It has grown too large to burrow, but in maturing has developed small wings. Huge and soft, a fantastic combination, ruined by their haunted aggression. I don't know. It just abuses me. Like, Hornet's this, like, tough, older sibling figure to the knight from the first game, but here you see she's like, I like to touch soft things. Okay. So, that was nice. Let's stop having fun. If I can do this, let's see what I can do. Wanderer, as a quick rundown, this is the fourth crest I've equipped so far. So if we look at the crests. So you actually can get it before, like, they put it here, but that's not the order I got them in. We got Beast early. But it's third on this list there. This one is the one I've played this game in the most of. Like, I'd say probably 80% of all my playtime was with Wanderer Crest, because it's just Hollow Knight's moveset. It has the most basic downward pogo, nothing fancy there. The dashing attack is just that. The worst part about it, well, the worst part about it is the reach. The dive kick is fun, it is not nearly as useful for getting around. You can always move forward with her movement abilities. In fact, specifically, Hornet gets a thing later on that gives her even more horizontal movement. And the charge attack is just a flurry attack, which looks cool, but is kind of useless if you don't equip the weighting belt. So anyways, as I said, front door, over this way, we've unlocked it. We can go that way. But instead, we can go look for the back door. Excuse you. I did not equip. Okay, that's a good thing to know. I don't have the thing. I don't have the magnetite brooch on. I mean, the pogo might not actually be better. It's just the one I'm way more used to with all my Hollow Knight experience, too. Oh, here we go. Did I get this guy, too? No, not this guy. This one. Dreg Catcher. Bug charged to catch dregs of silk that fall from the citadel. Will attack with its staff if provoked. These bugs look to have spent every waking moment at their work. Grim, endless labor in service of the unseen citadel above. Then Threadraker. Tall bug charged with a pile of silk dregs in preparation for respooling. Their sharp rake now doubles equally well as a stabbing weapon. Theirs seems a sad, grueling task, serving their lifetime for a citadel unseen. Okay. So technically, all this stuff we don't need to be doing now, but I'm gonna try it. Oh wait, no, it's not the way I need to go. Because that doesn't have... Wait a second, let me check here. No, I need to go... Okay, I need to go down instead. Man, I did not have nearly as much success as I thought. I like these guys with their giant scissors. Not what I meant to do, actually. Silk Snipper. Scissor-wielding bug charged to cut and spool fallen dregs of silk for return to the citadel above. Is it the haunting that drove them to cackling madness, or was there unending toil the cause even before that? Considering none of the others do that, Hornet, I'm pretty sure they just did go postal. Might. Verminous pest, common throughout the dark corners of Greymoor. Individually they offer little challenge, but their numbers are surely vast, and most remain hidden. Oh, I also don't think I did the Fluttermite when it popped up. I sometimes don't notice the journal entry thing popping up in the corner. Fluttermite. Airborne pest, less common than its grounded siblings. Attacks with sharp fangs if agitated. Similar bugs would gnaw away at unguarded food supplies in my homeland. As a child, I would hunt them, eager to make use of myself and test my skills. Aww, baby Hornet's like, I can hunt this. Just imagining if mice suddenly had bug wings and could fly around is kind of terrifying, really. Oh, should I go kill a mite mother real fast? No, I'd have to go out of my way. We'll do it later. I don't really need money, but it never hurts to get more. He says thinking of real life. Except, no, I definitely need money. What am I saying? I was making a joke, but the joke did not work. Okay, come on. You can make that, Hornet. Thank you. That was smart. That's fine. Okay, let's go this way first. We're gonna have to come here later, but first, inspect. A locked bell home. Call out.
Who's bothering me now? Leave the great enemy in peace. Shoo.
Locked bell home. Call out.
Sure thing, unless you reward this specimen with something truly nice inside the beast. Otherwise, leave the great enemy in peace.
Yeah. Let's bring that back up one more time. Unless you brought a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them. We're not going to come back here for a pleasant reason later. Oh. Alright, let's see if I can get... I don't know if you need a better movement ability to do this next part. Doesn't look like it. Frayed rosary string. Now if we go up here, cloth and incendiary materials that could be fashioned into an explosive weapon. It's time to make an IED. Don't take that out of context. I should have left that so clearly that. Pimpillo or Pimpillo. I'm not sure if it's based on anything. Fabric pouch filled with volatile material. Explodes on impact with enemies or when ignited by its fuse. So, you know, when it just casually makes a bomb. Can I... Okay, I think this right here needs double jump. Which is for the best anyways. We don't want to go to where that place is. Ha! Joke's on you. Actually, wait, I gotta go around this way anyways. That's a shortcut, not a way to go. Okay. Oh yeah, the dash attack has a second part to it, which is actually, I would say the coolest part of Wanderer is the dash attack knocks you back and then you just charge right back in. You kind of get the dive kick back. Wait a second. Ah, okay. I think that right there also does the thing. He'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, because we can't go back down that way. Alright. Now if we go this way... Alright, this elevator goes down to the halfway home, so that's an important shortcut we just unlocked. We lost some money down that way, that's okay. Last time I did this, I had more movement abilities, which made this substantially easier. Ooh, okay. Silk Eater. Grub that lives within and feeds upon Farloom's lingering silk, born with the ability to send silk over great distances. Consume the Silk Eater to retrieve a cocoon after falling in battle. So when you die, you leave that cocoon behind that has your money on it. If that's in a bad spot, you can use a Silk Eater to get it back. Which is nice. I have a little safety net for those few times. They're not super common. But there is an NPC that will generate them. He doesn't generate them quickly. Also, this is going to be a sign of things to come. We just killed Roach catcher. Short, nimble bug who uses barbed bolas to keep beasts corralled and caged. Yeah, I might as well just heal up. Do, do, do. It's always felt like this was going to be a thing, but it really isn't. That's okay. No! Well, that's Rosary lost the time. Okay, nope, nothing there. That's okay. Oh, is this the way I need to go? Maybe? I don't think so, though. Down this way. Gonna find this flea here. This is that door that we couldn't open. It's a little shortcut door. Wake up. Goodbye, flea. Okay. Now that we've done that. Oh. Oh, okay. All this money must seem like overkill, and it kind of is, except when you start getting to spend money, it goes pretty quick. Alright. I believe next we have to go this way. Yeah, I unlocked the elevator here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Nothing that way. That won't even change once we get double jump. But, you know, it's worthwhile to check. Oh, I didn't even mention. So obviously, Wanderer has this little short range for stuff. It's also the fastest one by default. Like, I think Beast after you bind might be as fast, but... Also, here's another flea. Ooh, what a turn for dear Karat to be strung up in such a dang little cave. Cursed threads stretch throughout this land, set to ensnare the unwary. You seem no worse for it now, at least. That metal carriage, it is yours, I assume? Oh, yes. I'm setting out to join the nearest flea caravan, aren't I? Safety in numbers, yes. I've had more than enough of venturing alone. And you, I trust I will see you there? My carriage hides a special secret I'd gladly share with you when next we meet. With luck, my dear, we will meet again when I've joined the flea caravan. And then that's the same line I said before. Are you hiding from Crowd, oh fleas, oh fleas? Where are you all? Are you lonely without Crowd, oh fleas, oh fleas? Are you hiding? Okay. When I first met Crowd, or Krat, I'm not sure which it is, I was a bit worried. He kind of gave me vibes similar to the Bloody Beggar in Bloodborne, who if you send them to the place, they start killing NPCs off. So part of me was like, should I do that? That's not the problem with Krot. We'll get to what his deal is in a little bit. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I need to... Let me collect this. Oh, it's just a shard bundle. Also, yeah, sometimes with enemies with projectiles, you can hit them back and damage them. It depends somewhat on the enemy, how effective it'll be. I could have brought you over, too. Ooh. Oh. Oh, making the mice kill themselves. Oh, I'm so used to the other file where I unlocked double jump already. It kind of makes me a little sad not to have. That's okay. Let's heal up. Oh, what does all go this way? I went there already, right? Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot there was a whole section over here. Oh, I actually managed to dodge right through that. No, I think this is the side I want to be on anyways. Yeah, those are the ones that are almost better just to wait. Come down here where I can hit you. Fine, kill yourself. See what I care. Part of me is like, should I just get the magnetite brooch and put it on? But I'm not going to be in Wander the entire time. We'll see how we go. If I reach the point where I'm going to have to go to Act 2 anyways, I might change out what crest I have. Because while it might not be clear I'm playing better... Oh, here we go. Oh, I should have healed up before I did that. That's okay. There's another spool. We now have 2 extra things of silk. So we're 2/9 of the way there. Okay, I think... Give me a second. Let me look at... No, that weapon's over there. Did I get the one over here? Can't remember if I did or not. Let's grab that money. It's only going to take me like a minute to check. Do-do. Okay, it might take me a little bit longer. I need to go this way. I've got to go the long way. Oh, I should have... Yeah, whatever. See how much easier that is when you have a pogo that is not, like, sending you out of the way? Oh, well. Skill issues aside. Okay, I did go this way. Okay, I think this was like the 3-fold pin. Wow, that was actually really... If I do say so myself, that actually seemed like a kind of cool aerial fight. Didn't go great, but... Alright. Oh. Can you go... Wait a second, can I... Oh, you can just... Well, no, because you can get here before you have... No, wait. Yes. You don't necessarily have a cling grip by then, so that's why you can do that. Otherwise, you need to go up to go quickly. Well done. The one problem with drowning an enemy like that is you don't get any of the things they would drop. Also, if I didn't show it off, there is his scarecrow. His scarecrow, so it's a scarecrow, which actually is the same thing as it was in Hollow Knight. There was one of these by Mato's house. So, you know, you can just have fun doing that if you want. Okay, let's... Alright, so we have one area up there we need to do. But while the fleas are over here... So I don't feel like fighting you guys right now. Let's go check in on what Krot's like. It's going to be a thing. Okay, I think I'm safe to talk to you right now, right? A stranger flea has joined our troop. All are welcome, but something about this one sets my fur to raise. His carriage offers a steaming service, but the charge in rosaries is stiff, especially for us fleas who carry fuel. For the companionship we provide, and the safety of our numbers, surely some discount is deserved. Greetings again, Sir Flea. I see you were able to reunite safely with this caravan. Oh yes, well, thanks to you. Here, sweet you. Flea Master, that old boar tells me to call you Miss Hornet. Such a prickly name ill befits such a delicate beauty. Shall I call you something prettier, like Nectar Sweet, my dear? So they usually wear masks, right? So they don't really have hats. Which is, I feel like, a disservice. Because this is the point when Krot should reach up and tip his fedora. Fucking Nectar Sweet. You shall not address me by my name or not at all. Of course. Now, I shall let you in on my little secret. My carriage doubles as a soothing spa, you see. It's most ingenious. The water inside is piping hot and purer than a psalm. I'll gladly let you soak inside for a modest fee. So 10 rosaries is nothing. Thank you. I'll treasure these sweet-smelling rosaries dearly. Now, don't be shy. Step inside. So already there was a lot going on, but I'm like, how bad could it be, right? Now, spas will fill your silk and also fill up your health if you're missing some. Same way as hot springs worked in Hollow Knight. But, yeah, I know, right? Speaking of killing him, though. That is the least you deserve. Oh, the pain. Such fury over a mistake. Poor little Crot did not mean to steal a look. This old carriage needs constant care. I was only doing repairs. I had no intent to intrude, and I barely saw a thing. Lie no more to me, flea, and be grateful you still live. Know that if you peer again, you will die. Of course, Crowd would never. Let's consider the matter forgotten. You shall forever be my treasured guest. So now we can just use this for free. Because we caught him peeping and we established dominance. A mistake, treasured guest. Never again. Oh, never again. Also, while we're here... All the fleas must come. Hear our voices, I hear our plea. We live and die as one. All fleas must come. Okay. I mean, I've already said I can't really sing, but... Although you might not be able to hear me over there, little yipping. Alright. So, unfortunately, that was the nice content of this stream. Now we're gonna get into the shit. The place I'm about to go to, as you will see, you could go here already. It's not necessarily worth doing this early. And in fact, there's a side quest later on that directs you this way. The game is actually pretty good about these side areas you're missing. You tend to get track quests that will send you there. So even if you're not the best at exploring, the game has gentle ways to show you these things. I wouldn't say I'm great at exploring, but I found this area and the areas it connects to on my own. Partially this was because when I was first playing this game, I was playing it with my brother. We were handing off the controller if someone died or if you've just been playing a little while. I didn't want to do new content, so I explored places we were in, and I just happened to find these things, so. Sinner's Road. Oh, I should have, I didn't get a bench. And we'll get a chance to later. Muck Roach. Starved pack bug with an insatiable appetite. Despite their tough hide and pungent meat, roaches breed rapidly, so are sometimes farmed for food. God, I forgot you have to kill 20 of these guys. These guys are also kind of annoying, too, like... Oh, wow, let me heal up real fast. So they bite you for 2 damage. Also, since they're animals, they just drop shell shards, they don't drop money. Frayed rosary string, of course. I mean, this place is disgusting. It's also going to be our introduction. Well, let's go down this way first. So, we call this game Bug Souls Because in a lot of ways it does feel reminiscent. It's like a 2D Metroidvania, but there's some Dark Souls to it here. Meet the poison swamp mechanic of this game. Maggot water. Maggots consume your silk. So even though the silk heart regenerates a silk, eventually they keep eating it, and we lose it again. Now you might wonder, well, how do you get rid of the maggots? Well, the first way you can get rid of the maggots is you can rest at a bench. The other way is by healing. Now, when you heal to get rid of them... Oh, uh-oh. Alright, we'll get these. Oh, you're at 14, that's not bad. Roach feeder. Tall roach tender charged to feed muck roaches on a lean diet of maggot gruel. Maggot gruel? Is that gruel made out of maggots? Or is it specifically a gruel designed for maggots? Either way, gross. So, you have to use your heal to get rid of it. And notice that you don't heal to get rid of the maggots. There is a tool you can get. Is it a tool we could actually have seen already? It's called Multi-Binder. And what it does is it lets you heal in 2 stages and you get 2 masks per heal, but it takes longer. They did make it so the first binding gets rid of maggots and you get the 2 masks from the other heal, which is nice. Also, we're going to come back this way in a second. No! Uh-oh. Okay. That did not go as planned. Okay. Fractured Mask took the kill for me there, so I didn't die. I hate you guys. Why didn't you even climb up that time? Uh-oh. I didn't want both of you assholes at one. Whatever. Come on. Alright, so that's a little pogo skip to get here. But, you can unlock the shortcut with the pogo skip. They don't, however... Unless, wait a second. Do we get extra height? No, you don't get extra height. They don't let you do this early without the double jump. You wouldn't want to do this fight without the double jump anyways, if I'm being honest. Oh, we died. Well, as I said, I wanted a chance to go here because I wanted to put the bomb on. I also did not rest at the halfway home like I should have. So we got a little bit of a run back to do, but that's okay. Oh. I almost forgot about this. It gets us up to 15. we need to be very careful. The one problem with having done that grinding is now there's a pretty dire consequence if I die a second time without getting my cocoon. Because that's a lot of money. It's not so much money I can't lose it, but I'd rather not. It's just never felt like it was such a concern in Hollow Knight as in here. But then again, it's harder to die. Well, it's still pretty easy to die. It's just easier in Hollow Knight to do a lot of exploration without dying. Oh, that sound you just heard. Wanderer has a weird bonus mechanic. When you have enough silk for a heal, there is a like 2.12% chance. I think it's 2 point something that you can get a critical hit with an attack with Wanderer. That does the same damage as if you hit 3 times with your needle. I hate you. Stupid muck roaches. You can climb up, jerk. Climb up now, bitch. You climbed up. How dare you? I know I taunted you, but I taunted you because I didn't think I'd have to deal with you. Okay. Alright, so we did go this way, which, I don't know why I'm doing that like I can the map. Oh, we'll talk to that guy in a little bit. First, let's keep climbing up this way. Our cocoon should be right over here. Oh, wait, I need to... We need to go that way anyways. Do I have a simple key on me right now? No, I do not. We use it again in warm ways. Okay. I don't know if that was as obvious down there. But yeah, this guy's locked behind the simple key. There's a reason for that. No! Whatever. I was full of health anyways. Feed you to the maggots. Oh, okay. Well, we got at least some money out of that. Plus, we got far enough to get our money back, too, which is nice. Also, I think I mentioned this before, but you may have noticed. Also, yeah, let's unlock. Oh, no, I unlocked this door. That's right. Okay. Do I want to do the other thing? I guess we could do the other thing while we're here. Well, look at these fun NPC fellows.
Oh, Oi, why are you coming here all treaded muck? With that nasty looking.
No, that's not the voice I want to do for you.
Oi, why are you coming here all treading muck? With that nasty looking poke by your side? Eh?
Yeah, why are you coming in here? We ain't doing nothing wrong. We ain't all twisted like them roach keepers.
She coming to kill us, Benjamin? She the blimmin' in for us, old mate. I mean, you know her good bugs. I cut down only those who bar my path. Well, that's so. Well, them keepers outside ain't inclined to let you strangers pass by, so you'll be making good use of your poker there, missy.
The roaches outside, why are they kept in pens? They seem a dangerous creature to cage or tame.
Oh, us poor bugs gotta eat, don't we? They're wild fast breeders, them muck roaches. Hard shells and tough meat. You can't even crack 'em open, but options ain't plentiful, so we ain't choosy. Ain't so bad to eat once you're used to it. The guts is the best bit, but them's the choice cut we ain't had it. And we ain't had it for ages now.
Oh, that was... Dang. I had the wrong one doing that, that's fine.
Ha ha, life is tough, alright. Benjamin here's wasting away before us, poor wretch. Tugs of your emotion, eh, missy? How about you put a poker to good use? Go poach some of them roaches and get us some tasty guts. There'll be fair trade waiting for you.
What are we hunting? We're hunting roach guts. Look, they gotta eat.
How? I reckon you don't know how much trouble you promised yourself just now, missy. Ah, well, best you get to it. Muck roaches are everywhere along these old roads. Just find a few and pluck the guts out. Easy as sin.
It's said the boys used to grow a bounty of fresh food way back before the Citadel said us about catching their fallen thread. Sounds right lovely, eh, missy? Always eating, never troubled by no grumbling belly.
Ha ha, you're like a hatching, Benjamin, so given the fancies. Now, breeding roaches is what keeps us from starving. Dangerous work, and not the finest diet, but we ain't complaining. Especially as more and more of them keepers are succumbing to the strange sickness. Only means more meat for us. We're still waiting on them roach guts you promised us, missy. Patiently, but not too patiently. You get me?
You can find the muck roaches all around these roads. Cut one down and reach inside shell to pull out the tasty guts. Mmm. I have a student who's obsessed with this game. Invited my GF over to Benjamin and Kroll. Yeah. Benjamin and Kroll are, Look, they're like the two sane NPCs who have stayed in this shitty place called Sinner's Road. And that does not surprise me. This is a fun game. And it's not really... It's somewhat kid-friendly. It's not like there's very mature themes that play. Like, it has sober, mature storytelling, but in that way where, like, you know... It doesn't have a lot of, like, blood, gore, and sex, really. Even though you're constantly hitting people and making them explode. Why did I need to come back this way? No, I guess I finished this, huh? Oh. I will admit, because the point of this is I'm showing off all the crests as I get them. It's a little bit cheating for me to be going around and wander a crest because, as I've said, this is the one by far, like, if I had my druthers, I'd be playing the game like this anyways. But, you know, I can only do, Ooh, gotta deal with you. You're annoying. Like, we're gonna have to repeat crests at the rate I'm going through this game. And I'm not going to repeat this crest because of my increased familiarity with it. Excellent. That drops down. We have a shortcut. But I do want to at least play a little bit showing it off, and it is also nice and nostalgic. Chakra! Okay. This place is kind of evil.
Child willing needle. These are stale roads, ill-fitted for warriors such as ourselves. There's fair combat here against the roach beasts and their keepers, but the air is sickly and the water writhes with parasites. This environment is harsh indeed. The life seems to adapt itself to many hardships. Do you believe your master traveled these roads? I had thought not at first, but upon closer search, I found the fragments of a trail winding through these fetid ruins. Perhaps she saw something here that I did not. Her senses are often keen where mine are clouded.
So, the Sinner's Road map.
Old roads and passages overrun by roaches and their keepers. The ways are covered thick with filth.
Oh man, you make it sound so lovely, Chakra.
If you venture further and higher into these caverns, beware. The sickly air only grows thicker.
Alright. This is the first bench we found in this area. It costs 40 rosaries to unlock. Except... So in Hunter's March, we found a bench that we had a trap we had to disable first. Otherwise it would hurt you. Here, we find a bench that is stuck.
Do you see how crass and frail that Citadel's machines? This one groans in pain at its very existence. Its mechanism is likely jammed. If the gears were unstuck, its clamorous complaints would soon cease, and it could become a useful place to rest. A place to rest or no, I desire only for the noise to stop.
So... there's a whole ass platforming challenge that they lock this bench behind. Okay, that's fine. Uh-oh, that's also fine. Fortunately, this stuff is more forgiving because you have the Drifter's Cloak. Oh no! That's fine. Also, while this looks like it would hurt, it doesn't actually hurt you while it's going, which is fun. I remember the first time I had to do a long run back because I messed that up. This is some early Meat Boy rudeness. I appreciate that. There is a worse one later, but we'll get there. Oh, we'll get there. Oh? Oh yeah, the map. So here's Sinner's Road. We've actually done a fair bit of it already. We just can't get to this room right here until we have double jump. Oh, if you were wondering why... Oh wait, while we're here... Also, yeah, if you ever wondered about climbing those bells, there's a reason for it. Anyways, and we want to go maggot fishing? Muck maggot. Mindless infant larva coated in thick slime.
They cling fast to the shells of other bugs, destroying any hope for concentration or comfort.
That was why I wanted to have the explosives. Although we could leave them on for now. I mean, what are my other tools right now? 3-fold pin, a long pin. I do like the long pin. Curve claw, which is the boomerang. Ooh, I could show you what the plasmium file looks like. So when you use a plasmium file, you just... That's what you do. You inject yourself with it like that. I already used Flea Brew. You know what? We'll leave the bombs on. Why not? I'm not getting as much money as I would like because I don't have Magnetite Brew of John. I disagree with that hitting me. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. If I ever get a capture card, I should show off Shovel Knight. Oh, that would be fun. I've never played Shovel Knight. I've seen a fair bit of it play. It looks good, just haven't played it myself. Alright. This is an interesting dilemma I'm at right now. Which way do I want to go? Because neither of these is actually a dead end. 4 campaigns are solid. I don't think there's any reason to go this way to the left. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like you can destroy these, but it's not worth it. Roach Keeper. Grizzled older roach tender, weighted with a lasso of heavy chain. Oh, right. This becomes... Alright, we'll go this way later. That's the way to the back door. But we're not actually done exploring this vicious area. Because now we have this side. Uh-oh. All right. Roach Guts. And Roach Guts. Shovel Knight is vanilla. Plague Knight is just Shovel Knight again with a love story. Spectre Knight is Edge. And King Knight is Warrior Lamb. This story made me want to eviscerate the main character. You know, I think I've heard about that. Okay. Before we continue, hunt Roach Guts. Hunt the muck roaches of Sinner's Road and collect roach guts from their bodies. And Roach Guts. Fresh innards of a muck roach. Tough and slimy with a rank odor. Unpalatable to most. Oh, you did from me. Oh, did that come out? I was pissed at King Knight that week. Okay, so that was one of those ones. Okay. Let's get the roach guts out. I also hate but appreciate the disgusting sound they let you hear. Evicts his mom. I mean, look, did she pay the rent? But no. No, that's pretty bad. Also, yeah, these guys, she's the one who paid his rent. Okay, I don't remember that part. That's actually way worse. So yeah, the Roach Keepers drop a fair bit. Holy crap, I never realized this was a short... God, you could come from this from the other side. That is awful to think about. Alright, now we get to this section. Which is a little, little platforming thing. Again, it's not like... The Hollow Knight Path of Pain is actually probably a harder single sequence than anything in Silksong is. But there is so much more of this game that is a moderate to hard challenge than Hollow Knight, which is pretty easy for the most part. Eat a bomb. Oh, that didn't even hurt you, did it? Eat a bomb. Nice. Simple key. So I think I mentioned this before. There's 4 simple keys in the game. There's the one you can buy from the shop. There's another one we can buy. That's going to be later on in Act 2. And the other one we can only reach in Act 2 too. We can't get to that place until we get a movement upgrade. Alright, I think the trick here is... Yeah. Oh. God, I didn't get the thing I needed to over there, did I? We do need to go back, okay. Knew there was something I was forgetting. No! All the money is going where I can't get it easily. Oh, what is this room? That was where a flea is. Oh, let's grab these roach guts while we're here. Be free, my flea friend. Alright, not bad. I feel a little bit bad for the enemies that just drop into the maggot water and die, but, you know. Alright. Get exploded! I don't think I hit either of you. Get exploded! Don't. Okay. Alright, let's collect our roach guts. Hey, there's a bench now. This, by the way, right here is a breakable wall on Steel Soul mode. And that's because this NPC right here... Well, we'll talk it. I have no interest in mastery over you, sir. If my slaying of these creatures aided you, it was merely by chance. Farewell. Farewell. This is your weak. I'm weak myself.
because my mistress was to protect me.
So this is Styx. It's a little obnoxious.
See what I with them. My mistress, my powerful mistress. While you are waiting, I will brew you something good, but it will take time. Return to me soon, and you may want to grow. A slave must feed his mistress, or so they will grow. While you and I am working, otherwise.
Okay, I only did that because I knew I wasn't gonna have to do that much. Holy moly! So if you decide to come back here, he grows silk eaters for you. He doesn't make a ton at any one time, but he's the way he does that, and he does it because look, online work, like OnlyFans, being adjacent, kind of, it's not kind of like in the sex worker field. Sometimes you gotta have uncomfortable whales who help pay the bills. But it is rough when they just put their fetish out there, and that is what Styx is. Anyways, in Steel Soul mode, if you die, the run ends. So as you can imagine, Silk Eaters are pointless, except they're still in the game. So in Steel Soul mode, this becomes a breakable wall, and there's a different NPC here who will give you some rosaries if you bring her a Silk Eater. She doesn't even give you much in the way of rosaries either, but it's some. All right. So I've kind of, well, I'm back here. In the meantime, it's worth it to kill these guys, even if I don't get the money from them. Which we got some of it. We need to go back because there was an area. It's so much easier when. So there was an item here, right? So if you thought we were done with the shitty areas with maggot water, welcome to Bile Water. You may have heard of Bile Water. This is because this is one of the most evilly designed areas in any video game. So we already have the maggot water from Sinner's Road. There are traps laid throughout. You may have noticed I just hit a tripwire there. That didn't actually threaten me because I was safe, but that tried to hit me. There we go, see? This goes over here, and then those enemies aren't so bad, but when they die, they explode. Swamp squid, plentiful pest with a sharp proboscis and a belly full of bile. Those ones also explode. Myrmite, crawling insect with a sizzling bile sac in its abdomen. Ah, not this crap. Yup. Oh wow, double crit. I wish that was actually, like, beneficial, but it really isn't. These guys also just constantly spawn in, too, which is not the worst. Okay, that was nothing that way. That's fine. You may have noticed there were, we have these places which, go away. So in a place where you don't want to go into the water, they have platforms that will disappear temporarily. I also think, if I recall... Also, yeah, look how fast your silk goes down while you're in the maggots. Also, yeah, there's a hidden weave nest over here. Again, this is... Bile water hates you. That's all there is to it. Well, I'm already in. I already got maggots, so it doesn't matter. Ruined tool. Remains of an ancient weaver implement, broken and inoperable. A craftsbug of high skill may be able to repair it. Okay, we're not quite done yet. We need to come back this way. We have to activate the silk generator. Sister Spider sat between salt and stone. Build those tools a brilliant mind imagined. Aid us when our silk has waned. Oh, look at the maggots just plopping off occasionally. Ugh. So gross. Anyways, now that we've turned it on by activating the silk generator. Okay. So, this ruined tool is interesting. It actually has 3 different versions you can make with it. One of which we can do right now. The other 2 of which we've not met. The crafts bug that can do the second version, and the third version you just have to find the right place for it. I need to think of... Because I could actually ask for input on which version people want, but I'm not sure I actually know to say what each one is. I know the version I usually get, because the version I usually get is the cheap one. Because one of them sounds like the Polar Star of Cave Story. I have Cave Story. I've never actually played it. I probably should one of these days. That's probably not the thing I need to do. Oh, right. You bastard! Those are mine! I remember how close I was. Bolster is the first gun, and depending on choices you make, you can get one of 3 guns by trading it in. Ah. I wasn't going to, play my card here. But this, in fact, might be more of a reference to that than I knew it was, depending on what kind of guns you can get out of that, too. So that was a snitchfly, pernicious looter found all over Farloom. So we've already met Grindel, who is like the named one who does that, but there is an enemy type that is a snitchfly. We gotta flee there. I need to be careful too, because I already lost my health thing. I hate you. There we go. We still haven't met two of the worst. Are they finally gonna show up here? Machine gun, wave gun, or laser. Okay. They're quite different. Okay. This game's a little bit different. You can get something that's closer to, like, I think it's like, there they are. Let's see if I can kill one of these assholes. Oh! Oh! Save that supplement. So I think there's like a couple of them. So I don't think he's healing in between. Anyways, this is yet another reason why this area freaking sucks. Maybe they do heal in between. I thought the damage stayed, but I guess not, maybe. Oh, now I'm in the maggot water. Oh, great. Well, we might die here. That's okay. I can always get back here. You... Alright, give me a moment. Alright, interesting. Okay. Give me a minute. We're back in a second. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to take a substantial break in a little bit. You asshole! So I'll drop the stream in for a while and then bring it back. I could run and try to get to the bench real fast. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to make it though with only one mask. Because as you can see, those guys can pop out any which way. They're very annoying. And if any of that seemed bad enough, you know how here in Silksong, like in Hollow Knight, you don't get to map an area at all until you get the map from the NPC? Guess what? You can't reach her. You need double jump to access the second half of this area. So if you, which you can do, as I've said, you've seen, all I've done is I haven't even reached the back half of the area yet. We're still in Act 1. You can go through this area and not even ever get the map for it yet. There's other reasons why this place is very annoying, but that's the first core bit. Yeah. Well, guess what? We'll come back to this next time. Next time it's going to be in like an hour, give or take. Didn't know it was going to get interrupted. But yeah, we'll do that and we'll start with this buddy then. But for now, it was good to do this. And we'll get more later, but I need to take a break. Be back in an hour or so. And we can just leave it on here. You can see all the other games I played too. Bye-bye.